You got to share your Bobbins thing.
Oh,
Yeah, grab your
honey,
Bobbin.
that
Hello,
was.
everybody. It
Oh gosh.
is. Hmm. We are live. Okay. How are you today? You sent me a picture of a little something that you were doing. You want to share your story about your little bobbin thing?
Okay, and this is no April Fool. So happy April Fool's Day, guys. Now I'm making these mug rugs from Mug Rug 5. I love them. They're like my favorite thing to do just about. But I was just kind of like, sitting here playing around. Yes, that one. And waiting for the machine to, finish the embroidery. And it was, if you can see the word hero,
Yep, you got to
okay?
hold it. Yeah, you got to hold it over a little bit more so they can see it.
Right there. Is that
Yeah.
good?
Hmm.
Okay, just the word hero. Okay, well, after it is, I had it sew out in red and then I go back in white. So when it's finished the O, then it moves back over to the H. So you can put the white on. And so I stopped and I looked, it's like, oh, okay, it's ready. And then I had to do a double take. It had finished. If you can see this, it had finished. This was red. It finished my O and it went back so I could print my or sew the white. And I kid you, there was probably about a 14 or 15-inch piece of thread that was in the machine. It was off of the bobbin, but it was already threaded through the machine. I went like, oh my gosh, that just, I have never had that happen before. And it was no April Fool's joke because here it is.
So
Oh,
the question of the day for those of us that have played thread chicken, bobbin chicken, how little thread? I've had a little bit left in my bobbin, but have you? Who has played thread chicken and won? I know lots of you have. So if you want to put post your comment out there, I can't see the comments right now, but we will get them. Let's see. Yeah, I don't see anything there. I see everything else. So maybe it'll pop up here shortly. So you've
oh,
got something else for us today, Pam? Something else for April? Where did
I,
April Fools come
oh,
from anyway?
well, I tried to like Google, when did it start, and it's been said that they really don't know, when it was. But the trick for an April Fool's joke is that you hurry up and you be the first one, because once you are fooled, the, then everybody is on guard, and so if you're going to do it, you want to try and do it the very first one. The one that I like, and I've seen it on Facebook, the wife saved probably like all year all of her Amazon boxes, and then she packaged them up and she put them all out on her front lawn so her husband could see when he got home from work. And they were all empty, but I thought it's like, oh my gosh, that would have been like perfect. So, anyways, all right, let's talk about jeans. Everybody likes to wear jeans, or probably most of us like to wear jeans. And have you ever noticed when you look at the pockets, you kind of see like those little metal studs around the corners? Okay, well, they're not just added, so you can have a bedazzled pair of jeans. There is actually a purpose. The rivets, according to the Levi Strauss Company, are placed in certain spots to add extra support where they feel the denim is more likely to wear out and rip. So, and I believe that little tiny pocket, I think, was like a watch pocket. So, if you put I used to put like my chapstick in that little pocket. So, if it's something that you're using all the time, yep, you probably want to, if you don't have any of those little studs, and you have a bedazzler, maybe that'll work. I don't know. But, anyways, that is what those fancy little rivets are for. So, now you know. You can have a
And
good
I
night's
bet
sleep tonight.
everybody that had jeans on did the same thing I did. Okay, let's look. Where do we have those little studs? But I will tell you, on Mike's pants where they wear out. And that's because people put their hands in their pockets. I mean, we don't normally use those front pockets. But his will wear out, his back pocket wears out from where he sticks his phone in it. He carries his
Or
wallet.
the wallet.
Yeah, or the wallet, but that's in his front, his money clip or whatever's in the front pocket. But he puts his phone, so it wore out a hole. And the other day we were repairing his jeans. You know, people pay high money for those with the rips all through them. Well, his jeans, we had to use some iron-on patching, and you know that iron-on patch from Dime, their badge-making patch. The patch fabric is excellent for that. Comes in all different colors, and you can cut it and use it. I was looking to see if I had a patch laying here. Yeah, I do. Oops, hold on. It's this is actually a patch I made. I'd rather be stitching than in the kitchen. Isn't that the truth? But you see that blue fabric? That is made from. That's the one of the colors that Dime has. Black is another one I've got that you can use to make patches. So we didn't put patches like that. We just actually used the fabric and put it inside and ironed it on and then did a little stitch to stitch it down. So we did that. It is April 1st, April Fools. These are all true things, no jokes. No jokes today. The dealer digital exclusives has been uploaded, downloaded, I don't know. Mike has to do several different things to get it for you, but your dealer digital exclusives are now available, so you can go into your account and download them. So you'll have your designs. Your kits have been they're ready to go in the mail today. So Mike's dropping them off at the post office today, so you'll have your kits going out. And if you're picking up, you have till 3 o'clock today to pick them up, and then you can pick them up on Tuesday. That is, oops, excuse me for one moment. I was up at the shop working on things, some fabric and pulling some stuff, and the calendars was up there. Okay, so we're at the first of the month. Tuesday is our Kimberbell Summer Nights. I actually have embellished dealer training on Monday. So guys, if you have seen those projects out there, we have the License to Create. Going to be super, super fun. Starts at the end of April. I've got fabrics I'm going to be cutting the kits, and they're going to be wild, wacky, fun colors. I mean, an owl, the bunny, then there's the teacups. There's 2 bags. One's the grab and go bag, great one for the kids to throw all their little things that they like to take to Grammy's house. They can have that and have you can embroider on it. The others, there's a couple different embroidery styles, and then a crossbody bag. Who doesn't love a crossbody bag? So they're going to be fun projects. We're going to do one each week starting the end of April. Yes, I know. Everybody thinks bunnies are only for Easter. They're not. These are spring summer bunnies, so they're good for all year long. So we've got that. Anyone who's part of our Vintage Jewel Block of the Month, I had a question this morning. You are automatically enrolled in each class. It's something special that we're doing. It doesn't show up on the calendar because it's not something, if you didn't start in the beginning, it's not something you can pop in the middle. So we're up to block month 4. That will be 3 to 5 on the 7th. You will automatically get your email with the link prior to that. Since it's in the afternoon, you may get the email on Wednesday. You may not get it till Thursday. Just depends. Next up class, our table runner, the flower patch. If you're doing that class, those kits went out, and that class is on the 9th, Saturday the 9th. And let me see what else. Oh, good morning. The good morning coffee one. That is going to be fun. I've got 2 spots left. So if you haven't and you've thought about it, oh my gosh, look at this. I was shopping for fabric today. That's what I do when I go over. You guys think you're the only ones that go shopping? Let me see, where's that picture? Oh, this one. Now, I had somebody say, well, I'm not a coffee person. Well, you know, you could change it up to teacups or change things a little bit if you wanted. But this is Good Morning Coffee. It is a table topper. And you will get, with the class, you will get the pattern and the fabrics. And if you look at that, that is a rounded table runner or table topper. You are going to learn how to put binding on without bias on the curves, as well as this is one solid piece of fabric. Well, how am I going to embroider that? That's why you want to be in the class. Yep, you have a 6x10 hoop, you can do this. So that's going to be the class. So I'll just show you, since I went and got fabric. We're going to have a nice grunge background. You see that? Everybody's going to love it. So we're going to have a nice grunge background. And of course, since it's coffee, we need coffee bean fabric for the binding. So we're going to have coffee bean fabric for the binding. And the back, you know, what about some brown for the back? Jots, the brown dots. That is going to be so cool for the back side, because on this class, you get everything you need except your stabilizer. So you get all of your other stuff. So let me see. And instead of cutting little 6-inch squares, I went for some big stuff. I think we need a coffee cup in this color. That's just a fun color. Then there's some others. There's a latte cup. And of course, let's see, we need, let me see here. We've got some blenders going in there. We have, I think we need a teacup out of polka dots. Come on, I was waiting for Pam's smile. Lots of dots in this one. This is going to be one of the cups for the latte. And of course, look at that chocolate. There's going to be chocolate in there. So if you look at the, let's see, and then we've got another cup. You've got a cup that looks like a Starbucks cup, and we've got labels. So we've got some other fun stuff. So that just gives you a heads up of this this class. So if you know someone who likes coffee, you may want to join us. And again, like I said, this is going to be taught so that you'll be making this whole project. We're going to be moving it, but the fabric is not pieced. How cool is that? All right. Let's see what else is in. I feel like I have Mary Poppins' bag here. I'm just going to keep digging things out of it. Okay. While I was over there, you know, we've talked about baskets and quilted baskets and embroidered baskets, and you know, we did baskets in one of our classes this past week. I just wanted to bring this back up. I've got a couple of them at the shop. The quilted baskets. This is a Kimberbell design. Look at that. If you like fun, you like baskets, you want to use your scraps up, or you want to use some of that nice iron-on vinyl or the oilcloth, these are great to have everywhere. You can make them nice and colorful. You can put your hearing aids in it. You can put your coins in it. You can put your cell phone, your wallet, your TV remote. So there's all different sizes. And if you notice, some of them are using buttons and some are using ribbons. So I think I've got a couple of those available at the shop. They're on the website. Let me see, what else is new? Oh, people had been asking about Class L bobbins, Class M bobbins. Oh, you know, I've forgotten since I came home. Anyway, the bobbins for the long arm machine. So if you have a long arm, we have pre-wound bobbins. We just put them out on the site. They're in the colors. You don't have to buy a great big box. So if you've got a quilt or a couple quilts to do and you want to use pre-wound bobbins, they now come in packs of 10. No, I'm sorry, 10. I think they're $7.99 for a pack of 10. They're on the website in all the colors that we have. So you can go and shop online and be able to see that. Let me see. Our Dealer Digital exclusive class, we are going to be doing the class. I don't have the kit setting here, but it's the reading pillow. That class will take place on the 14th, right before Easter, but on the 14th at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So you'll have your kit, you'll get your design. If you want to do it on your own, you're more than welcome to, but if you want to participate in the class, we're going to be doing that on the 14th. We do have a new dime event. It's not showing up at the head of our website, but it is on the calendar. It's the 26th, and it is, oh gosh, it's monogramming, beyond monogramming. It's doing some really cool stuff with letters, lots of fun stuff with letters. So we've got that. This is National Serger Month, so we're going to be looking for some demos and other things that have to do with sergers, things you can do. If you notice, see the quilt on the wall behind me? That was all serged. Yeah. Fast way. Perfect 1/4 inch seams. There's a lace applicator foot that you can use as a guide, and it's a big foot and a big guide. So we have that. Let me see. What else did Mike? Whoops. What else did he want me to tell you? Okay, so on for the challenge. Thought about this, trying to figure out something. So the challenge this month is going to kind of leave you up to it on your own. You're welcome to post on our page if you want to, but it's not required. This month, I challenge you to do something unexpected for somebody. Kind of like a random act of kindness. It can be something you make. It can be a handwritten note. It can be calling somebody you haven't talked to in a long time. It can be holding the door for a perfect stranger. I don't care. But I just challenge you to do something. And when I told Mike that, he said, well, and the bakery. We go to a small bakery here in Tarpon. Mike goes down there every week and gets bread. And it's a Greek bakery. And the ladies in there, knowing, they go to the back and they bring out the loaf of bread for him. Sometimes he brings home spanakopia, which is the spinach pie, spinach and feta and stuff in the phyllo dough, and it is delicious. They make the most awesome cookies, and yeah, we don't do it very often. But anyway, when it was my birthday, he mentioned it, and they sent a little box with a half dozen cookies or something in it. So I wanted to do something. St. Patrick's Day, they've got a little table out front, and I made a table runner, a 10-minute table runner. It takes 12 inches of fabric and a half a yard, and it does take 10 minutes. I made it and sent it down, and at first Mike thought, well, they liked it. They thought it was really nice, but then he never saw it again. Well, here come to find out, the lady who works there took it home to her grandson who's living with them, and he just absolutely loved it. So the other day he was going down, and I made an Easter one out of a piece of Easter fabric and put it down so that she could take it home and just get the reaction out of her little grandson, and just because, not expecting anything. So that's kind of what it is. I mean, whatever, just something for somebody, whether it's paying for their coffee or just saying hi, or a note, maybe checking in with someone you haven't heard from in a while. I know Pam's good with that. To hear that there's some bad storms and we've got family in the way, she sends off a message to check and see how they're doing. So just something. And like I said, if you want to share ideas, that's great. It can have to do with sewing. It could have to do with nothing. So I cannot see any comments today, so I'm just going to let you guys go off. Have a great weekend. Go sew. Do some fun stuff. And we will catch back up with you the first of the week. And I will put together some things so that you'll be it's Serger Month. If you've got, so since it's Serger Month, let me just throw this challenge out to you. Send us a question of something a question you have about your serger. Okay? Don't care what kind of serger it is. You can post it here, pin it, or you can send us an email, a serger question. And I'll compile those and answer your questions, and maybe, share or do a demo, or something you'd like to see. It is not going to be a whole project, but of course, if there is a project that you would like to do and would like to make, we can put together a serger class. But just throw your questions out there, and I'll get the answers. How about that? So you guys have a great afternoon, and we will see you next week. And oh, by the way, Huggy Bear's snoring. She's had a rough day. She was at the gym this morning.